notice that music is slightly different than normal, that's because this is a special report. This is Jason with Time in the Outdoors. I figured I'd better get a flight somewhere on Bago before the snow hits. It's kind of important to see what that ice set up like before we get it covered with 6 to 8 inches of snow. I got 2 flights for you today. This one was out of Paynes Point. That is just north of the city of Oshkosh, about halfway between Oshkosh and the city of Neenah. We're going to dive into that just after we get done with the ice safety coming up here. Remember, everybody, we want you to be on the right side of the ice, and no ice is ever safe ice. Those of you just joining us, that elevator music means it's time for ice safety. If the ice is under 4 inches thick, you shouldn't be on there, especially if you're wearing a red suit. But if it is over 4 inches and you're wearing a red suit, you can go ice fishing. Between 5 inches and more, you can take a snowmobile out there. Yes, a red car or SUV can go between 8 and 12 inches. Between 12 and 15 inches, you can take the state vehicle of Wisconsin, a pickup truck out. A T-Rex can go on 15 to 20 inches of ice. A Viking ship can go on 20 inches or more of ice. And if you are Lord Vader attacking the city of Oshkosh with an AT-AT, you can go on if it is between 50 and 60 inches of ice. Remember, everybody, ice safety is no joke, and you want to always make sure to stay on the right side of the ice. Let's get to those ice conditions, everybody. Okay, this is out of the Paynes Point Hook and Spear Club. Got permission to fly out of there. Immediately, when we're looking to the northeast, there is some funky looking ice setting up right there. And as we start panning and looking at the east shore off in the distance, the ice is still kind of funky in some spots. So when you're going out there tomorrow, really be cautious. Use a spud bar. Look for some discolored ice when you're walking on that fresh snow. The area along the shoreline tended to have some really funky spots in this area. So be careful when you're, close to shore. It looks like that might be where some of the most dangerous ice is. No ice is ever safe ice, no matter how thick it is. There could always be a spring down there, and it could be thin. So be very careful. Consider always packing along some ice spikes. If you're going out this weekend, consider bringing a life preserver to throw to someone that may need it. All right, here we are at Asylum Bay. That's just north of the city of Oshkosh. Garlic Island is just going off the screen in the upper left. That's the DNR fisheries station that's out at the end of the point down there. And that's the little island with the lighthouse. The ice doesn't look too bad in this area unless you are very close to shore. So you're really going to watch that if you're getting close to the shore. Now, this is looking between the points. We're starting to look to the south down towards Fond du Lac and the city of Oshkosh. This is starting to pan into Asylum Bay itself. There's a few people fishing down there, but be very, very mindful of where there is a creek or something like that coming into these areas. That's going to be a dangerous area, I think. Again, remember, I didn't go on the ice. No ice is safe ice. We're starting to swing back around, so this would be looking to the northwest and the north shore of Asylum Bay. It should be a decent weekend if you're cautious. I can't make any predictions. I'm going to try to get a flight on Friday or Saturday like normal. And here we are finishing up looking at Garlic Island up to the left.